Is there anybody else in the public that wants to speak?
My name is Kathy Manta, first name K-A-T-H-Y, last name B-A-N-T-A. And I came today to share with you something that happened 10 days ago, a little over a week in the year 2025. I placed an order with DoorDash, and when the driver arrived, she had a sweatshirt on with a big old Trump across the front. I went out to get my order. My dogs were out, and she said, "Hey, those are some active dogs you got there." I said, "Yeah, that's an active sweatshirt you got there." And she said, "Yeah, that's the great thing about this country. We have freedom of speech." Can't argue with that. So she continues to check me out. She needs to see my ID, show her my ID, and she says, "I need you to flip that over." And as I flip it over, I say under my breath, "Yeah, that's not all you need." And she didn't like that. So she stops checking me out, and she says, "Ma'am, that's unnecessary." I said, "You know what? I think your shirt's unnecessary." And then she went to the old tried and true when people like her are dealing with people like me, and she said, "Well, you're making me feel unsafe." Now, if you don't know why that's tried and true, when you get home today, just Google Amy Cooper. So she goes on, "Yeah, and I don't have to complete this order if I don't want to. I can cancel this and take it back." And she did. Now, was I being rude? Probably. Was I exercising the exact same freedom of speech she was crowing about a moment before? Absolutely. And the only difference is she didn't like what I had to say with my freedom of speech, so she took it upon herself to violate my rights by denying me service. Now, I can already hear people say, "That's not a big deal." There are people who are losing their jobs, they're losing their homes. What you suffered was not a huge deal. I would submit that just because an injustice is smaller than another doesn't make it acceptable. Now, what the Human Rights Commission does on a daily basis helping people like me, under the best of circumstances, is a challenge. Under this administration, where bigots have felt emboldened to be as loud and as proud with their nonsense as they feel with impunity, it's 10 times harder. With a budget cut of nearly 40%, it's damn near impossible. So whatever metrics you're using to justify that budget cut, I'm here to tell you, when you voted for that cut, you voted to eliminate the one resource people like me have when things like this happen. You voted to make it easier for people like her to silence me if she doesn't like what I have to say. And finally, when you voted for that insanely huge budget cut, you voted for our oppression. You need to fix it.